City?
You see a city?
I think it looks like a city from far.
You're far from the city?
Yeah, like I can see it.
Are you on the ground?
Yes.
Look at yourself. Do you feel like you have feet? Do you have a body? Are you wearing anything?
I think I'm carrying a necklace.
Tell me what that necklace looks like. What colors does the necklace have?
It's like silver and it looks like a white crystal.
Are you wearing any clothing?
Something, but it's like tied to my skin.
What color is it?
It's like translucent colors. My skin looks different.
How does it look like?
Sort of like a bluish, silverish.
Look at your feet. How many toes do you have?
Say 4.
And look at your hands. How many fingers do you have?
4.
Is there anything you're carrying?
No.
Do you feel female, male?
Female.
Okay. And look at yourself. You're able to see yourself very clearly, your facial features very clearly. Describe your face to me.
I don't see any hair on me. It's just eyes just look different. Like Asian almost. So my skin just sort of glows. With small lips.
How are your eyes?
They're almost the color of my skin. Like bluish gray.
Let's see if we could connect to that necklace there that you have, the beautiful crystal. Everything has a consciousness, so let's see if it has any messages for you. Allow for it to come forth and its energy connect to you, and allow for it to speak through you. At first you might just hear the answers. If I could please now speak to that energy there, the consciousness there, in the necklace. If I could please speak to you now. Greetings.
Hello?
Hello, thank you for speaking to us. May I ask you questions, please?
Okay.
Thank you. How are you connected to you?
She has me since she was a child. I protect her.
Do you have a message for her today?
Believe. Don't be afraid.
How is it that you ate her?
I work in her mind for her doubts and fear. She needs my help.
Yes. Do you have a name?
Heather.
Heather. Are you divine feminine, masculine? Both?
Both.
Are you with her every life?
Just this one.
Just this one. Why is it that you're only here for this one?
She didn't know about me in the other lives.
Oh, okay. She didn't know of you. And if I can ask, how do you have like an embodiment somewhere else?
I think I come from another place.
Can you share with us where you come from?
It's a planet full of crystals.
Can you tell us more about this planet, please?
This place carries high vibration. We live here. There's many different types of crystals.
Is this your home planet?
Yes.
And when you connect to her, do you connect from that planet? Is there a dimension number of your planet?
I'm here in 9.
Beautiful. And do you also, within this planet, connect to other beings upon Earth or anywhere else?
We do. We aid them.
Tell us on how you aid us.
We aid them to find themselves and to believe in themselves and to let go of fear and to have hope.
And when you tell them this, how is it that you communicate it to them?
Through our energy.
And how would they? Go ahead.
It goes sort of deep into their heart.
Is that how they would know your direction, your guidance through their heart?
Yes.
And how about what if someone receives or acquires a crystal? Would you connect to the crystals themselves, the physical crystals here?
Yes.
And are you connected to any of her crystals that she has currently?
I am.
Which one?
I'm here in the Moldavite.
Moldavite, yes. That's what I sense as well. Thank you. And since you are speaking from the energies of the Moldavite, she did have a question. Perhaps you can answer that for her. She wanted to know about you. She said when she received it, she had a dream where there was a negative shadow type of figure. And then she also had sleep paralysis. So why did she experience this when she weared you at the beginning?
I wanted to see her up close. Connect with her energy. But she opened her eyes. But I calmed her down and she went back to sleep.
And why did she experience like she was frozen, sleep paralysis?
She felt a deep connection with this stone. She was just a little scared.
And who was the shadow man?
I don't think it was a man. It was just my energy coming in. But it was dark in the room. So she saw me as a shadow.
Oh, okay. Very good. Do you have any messages about this particular crystal, Moldavite? Why is it that you chose a Moldavite to connect to her through?
Because her vibrations were so low. Only this stone will help her get to where she needs to go. It's very powerful and she feels it. It opens her heart chakra, like open. She feels more love and compassion.
And sometimes, can you tell me more about this consistency of the Moldavite? People sometimes lose their Moldavite or they feel they can't wear them for too long. Why is it that people experience this through this crystal?
It's because the vibrations were low and they feel the change, the shift in energy. They get scared. But there's nothing to be afraid of. We're here to help.
Thank you. And would you say that this planet you're speaking of that you're from, is that like a planet of crystals that guides the people of Earth?
Yes. Only crystals here. Beautiful, all kinds of colors. We just feel so much love.
Beautiful. And can you tell me what your planet looks like? What shape is it? What colors are there?
See a blue sky, but it's sort of rocky. There's some water. There's many, many crystals. You can see them with the naked eye. All sizes, inland and in water.
Is there any other life there with you besides crystals?
Dragons.
Dragons?
I see dragons. They come here and rest.
Beautiful. Is there any other animals besides the dragons that are there?
Oh, I see other magical creatures, fairies. I like to play too much. Gnomes.
Gnomes?
Gnomes.
And you said they come here to rest?
Yes. This is a place of rest for them to recuperate their energy and vibration.
Do any of them live there, or do they just come for when they need renewal and rest?
They just come to renew and rest. Yes.
Okay. Is there any unicorns in this place?
Let's see. Yes. They hide behind the trees.
Why do they hide?
They like to play in the shadows of the trees. They just lay there. It's their favorite spot.
And for her, since there is some magical creatures there, and we've spoken to you now as the crystal that lives on this planet, is there any other, does she have any guides or magical creatures there that would like to speak to her that are in this planet?
Dragon. The dragon's here.
A dragon is here. Is that one of her companions?
Yes.
Beautiful. Do you have any other message? Would the dragon allow for us to speak to it?
Yes.
Good. Thank you. And before you go, Heather, do you have any message for us before you go? Anything else you want to tell her?
Just to trust and believe and have faith. Everything's going to be okay.
Yes. Beautiful. Thank you so much for your beautiful messages and connecting us to this planet. It feels very, very just magical and beautiful. Thank you. May I please speak now to that dragon there that is looking to connect here. If we could please speak to you now. Greetings.
Greetings.
Thank you. Thank you for speaking to us. I honor you, I love you, and I respect you. May I ask you questions, please?
Yes.
Thank you. It's such an honor to talk to you. Would you say that you are more female, male, or both?
Both.
Very good. And what color are you? Would you be able to describe what you look like, please?
Blue and greenish, sparkly.
What does your body look like? Does it look like a traditional type of body or more of a serpentine?
The skin looks like a serpentine. This is traditional dragon body.
How about your eyes? What color are your eyes?
They're green.
Do you have wings?
Yes.
Tell us about your wings.
They're a bit small. Smaller than the others. But they do their job.
Yes. And is there an element that you are of?
Water.
Water.
Wind.
Water and wind?
Yes.
And tell me why this combination?
The water is always connected to the wind. It is a perfect combination of strength.
And how is it that you help her, since you carry these elements? How do you help her hear with those elements?
I connect with her through the water. she takes a shower or is near the water, I am there, protecting her. She needs me.
She what?
She needs me.
She needs you?
Yes.
And are you connected to any crystal that she has, or is it just an energy you send?
It's just my energy.
And since you are in this 8th dimensional planet, do you just coexist in the 8th dimensional, or can you shift back and forth between dimensions?
We're here until we're ready to shift to another dimension.
You what?
We're here until
you're here. Okay.
We're ready to shift.
Okay. Would you say that you're an older type of dragon, a younger?
Older.
Is there anywhere in her body that she can find your energy? Does she carry you within her?
In her heart.
Does she have any other dragon companions here besides you in this planet?
Just me. I feel so scared sometimes. And I'm here to remind her that she's not alone. We will protect her.
Yes. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for that. Now, tell me how you work with these elements with her, since you are water and air. And what are ways that she could perhaps be using you more actively?
I connect with her through the water to heal herself and others. I carry my energy within. So when she's close to the water, energy gets stronger. When I fly, I connect with her through my wind in the form of like a message in your ear.
You carry messages through the wind into her ear?
I do. But she doubts sometimes.
And do you have any message you want to deliver to her today that would aid her for the future?
Just remember to be strong. To be strong and believe. She has a lot of doubt sometimes. I will be by her side. Always.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Now, if I could just ask you a couple more questions. As far as the dragons that are there dragons of different types of elements?
Yes.
Now, we know of earth, fire, water, and wind type of dragons. Is there any other dragons type of elements that you would like to share?
Those are fire elements. I do too, but my strongest element is the water.
Is there any dragons like made out of different things, like not just earth, fire, water, wind? Is there any dragons like made out of stars or star energy, or made out of sun energy, made out of different things that we would not normally think of?
Yes. Like the sun energy.
There are dragons made of sun?
It's made of sun. They just glow. Beautiful.
Good.
So in the same way that I connect with her in the water, the fire elements will connect with you through the sun.
Beautiful. And as far as the progress that's going on, I know maybe about 2 years ago when I started speaking of dragons, people were not familiar with you all, or they thought it was just make-believe, or some people would even say that you all were reptilians. what kind of progress can you share with us as far as how it is? Times have changed, though, much since then, since I started talking about them. So now we hear more people talking about the dragon's energies and powers and love and healing. How is it looking in regards to you all? Are you all being able now to connect even more so to your companions, your human companions here?
We're starting to. It is time.
Yes.
As long as they believe and they want to connect, we are there. It is time.
Yes. And if you could tell us a little bit more about if people were to connect more to the dragon energy, how would that aid them here in this earthly plane? Why would it benefit them?
It will help them heal their traumas, sadness.
Mm-hmm.
It will help them get stronger and to follow their path.
Do you help them at all, like enhance their abilities, their gifts?
Yes, absolutely. We just want to help them so they can ascend.
Mm-hmm.
That we can ascend.
Yes. What if there's like a negative entity bothering someone? Could you aid them in protecting them in that manner?
Yes.
Tell me how you would do so.
I will be there. Only thing they have to do is think of me, and I will be there, protect them from anything that means harm. I will use my energy to protect them like a bubble.
Mm-hmm. Like a bubble, is it like a force field, a shield?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So can she use you as a shield?
Yes. Mm-hmm. She's been trying to. I hear her.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to let her know I'm there.
And as far as when, as we regain our memories here, and people receive downloads and perhaps integrations of new energies, do you all aid with overseeing any of those or helping them?
Yes. But they need to believe.
Mm-hmm.
All they have to do is believe.
Yes. Is there any dragons that are source energy?
Yes. Yes.
Mm. Very good. Now, do you have any other message for her?
Don't give up. She gets sad at times.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't give up. Others need you. Thank you.
Thank you. And is there any other magical friend, companion that she has there that would like to speak to her from this planet besides you?
Just us.
Just you?
Just me.
Very good. Thank you. Can I ask a couple more questions of the planet?
Yes.
Thank you. Can we travel there like in meditation?
Yes.
And if we were to travel there and say through meditation, what would it aid us like energetically? Is there some places perhaps that we would want to imagine visiting there?
Yes. All you have to do is see it through your mind's eye.
Mm-hmm.
And you will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Meditation would be a great way.
Yes. And when we go there, would you be able to take us like a bit of a tour and tell us where are some places that would be significant for us to visit while we're there?
Yes. The water.
Mm-hmm.
It's full of crystals everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of colors. The water is crystalline, but it has great power and energy. All you have to do is imagine putting your feet in the water and connecting with us. And we'll be able to help and heal you, heal your heart and mind and soul. It's a magical place.
Beautiful. And how about like negative entities? Can they find this place?
No. Nothing negative can come here. It is safe. It's nothing but love.
Can you tell us if, for example, if the humans here start regaining the memories of the dragons, and some people are really trying to lift from their shadows and have been, say, tormented a bit by entities or energies that are negative, that are really keeping them heavy and in pain. Would you tell me, would you say about reptilians, how are you able to protect people against like reptilian type of energies that are trying to infringe upon them?
Yes. Yes, we can.
And tell us, how would you do that? Say, for example, if there was a reptilian trying to put a negative thought form through a dream time, through a vision onto someone, how would it be that you would stop that, or aid at least?
Once I made a connection with the soul, I make a bond with that person, and as long as she carries me, other negative entities cannot touch, cannot touch them.
However, if she does not discover, say, for example, you like till later, during that time frame of not, for example, setting intentions, or perhaps, like you mentioned, your shield, before that, are they able to connect? Like the reptilians, the entities, are they able to attach, or are they able to hurt, to just drain on their energy?
If they're not carrying my crystals, they can.
Yes.
I would advise for them to always have a piece of crystal with them, wherever you go.
Yes.
And set the intention as well.
Good.
That crystal will protect them, and we will.
And if you could just kind of paint a picture to us. So you are within which crystal again? Of hers? You're found within the heart. Oh, were you connected to a crystal?
I was connected to the Moldavite.
The Moldavite. You are connected to the Moldavite as well as the crystal?
Yes.
Oh, beautiful. Very good. Now, say there is a strong entity telepathically, and they're sending a negative energy that can infringe upon their energy, maybe harm their energy, but however, they have your force fields, your shield around. They have, say, their crystal with you, or even if they don't have the crystal, they have, say, the force fields around. So how would that, if it started coming to them, how would that stop?
Energy of the crystal cannot be seen, but it is powerful. But it is important for you to believe in the crystal. Once you believe and form a bond with us,
Yes.
and set the intention, we can protect you.
And if that negative energy is being sent over to her, what would you do with that negative energy to, say, protect her?
It would just vanish.
Mm-hmm.
It will not be able to get close.
Would you transmute it?
Yes.
Now, some more stronger, say, seers or people who are more sensitive, would they be able to sense the negative energy, but then you would reflect it or transmute it?
Yes, some people can.
Still sense that it was trying to, or it was there?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She senses sometimes
Yes.
that something's trying to come in the house.
Mm-hmm.
She knows it's there.
Yes.
But she loves her crystals. Mm-hmm. She has collected many. She keeps them around her house and jewelry. We're always with her.
Very good. Any other messages that you'd like to share with her before we talk to her higher self?
You're doing great. Just keep going.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It has been such an honor to talk to you today. You are such a blessing. What an honor and beauty to talk to you today. Thank you to all who talk to us through this planet and bringing her and connecting us so that we're aware of your planet as well. Thank you. I honor you, I thank you, and I respect you. I'm going to go ahead and speak to the higher self now, okay?
Yes.
Thank you. It's such an honor to speak to you today. I honor you, love you, and respect you. May I ask you questions, please?
Yes.
And then you took her to a blue-skinned being that was bald and had 4 toes. Where was this that you took her to? What was the purpose there?
She was here one of her lives. She misses them.
Was she a specific race? Was there a name for her race?
Pleiadian.
Pleiadian. Mm-hmm. Yes. What did you want her to learn from that life there as a Pleiadian?
That she can always come home.
Yes, she said that when she was a child, she remembers just very young memories, very little. And she remembers looking at her body and not being able to recognize it. Does that have anything to do with that life?
Yes. She wanted to come and help the earth, but she didn't want to forget them. So she tried really hard to remember when she was 2 years old. And she did for a moment. That's what she remembers.
Yes. Will we be able to speak to that, her there in the Pleiadian life?
Yes.
Very good. Thank you. If we could connect to that being there in the Pleiadian life now. We can speak to them now, please.
Greetings.
Greetings. Thank you for speaking to us. May we ask you questions?
Yes.
Thank you. Are you currently in the Pleiadian planet?
Part of me it is, yes.
Mm-hmm. Would you be able to answer some questions for us, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Can you tell us about your planet and how it looks? And is there a shape to your planet?
Our planet is beautiful. We have water, blue crystalline water, and our grass is kind of like flowers. Just flowers all around. That's our grass.
Sounds beautiful.
So full of color. All kinds of colors.
And the shape of your planet, is it a sphere?
It's a sphere.
Is there any animals that are there with you?
Yes.
Would you be able to describe an animal to us? How they look?
Sort of looks like in your planet, like a deer, but they can speak. Intelligent.
Do they speak through their voice, their mouth, or through a mind?
Both.
Is there something different? What sets them apart from our deers?
Their skin just sort of looks like a silverish, silvery.
Beautiful. Any other animal you want to tell us about?
We have birds, beautiful birds. Small and big. They bring much joy to the planet. In this world, there's no cages where everyone is free.
And what dimension are you in?
11.
Can you tell us about how your water looks and your skies?
Blue skies, pink clouds, so crystalline, so clear, much energy in the water.
And can you tell us about, do you have trees there?
We have trees, yes. There's different, many fruits, different colors, flowers all around.
Do they smell?
Yes.
Amazing. Beautiful. And can you tell me more about how you exist? Do you have to eat?
If we want to, but we don't have to.
And if you do eat, what would you eat?
It's fruits.
Would that be fruit from the land?
From the land and the trees. Herbs.
How do you revitalize your energies?
With the sun. Energy from the sun and the water.
Is there something that you do actively, or is it a natural thing to revitalize with that?
It's natural.
Do you have to sleep?
If we want to, but we don't need to.
And how tall would you say that you are in human feet?
6 or 7 feet.
Do you have hair?
No.
Do you wear any clothing?
No.
Do you have children?
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Can you tell us about that? Do you have children now?
Yes. I have a daughter.
You have a daughter?
Beautiful daughter.
A beautiful daughter?
Yes.
And how old would you say that you are in, say, human years?
200.
200. And how long do you live?
We can live up to like 600 or 700.
And your little girl, how old is she?
She's 4.
She's 4. Beautiful. And does this little girl have any connection to Jenny here? Is she on the planet Earth?
Yes.
Who is she?
Her granddaughter. She carries my essence.
Mm-hmm.
She knows.
Yes.
She knows when she looked at her eyes.
Yes. And does she have a husband there? A companion?
Yes.
Does she know who he is? Here in this life? Is he here?
It's Pepe.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. And is he, as a male, is he taller than her?
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, beautiful. Now, can you take us to their home? How does their home look? How does your home look?
We have sort of a small city,
Mm-hmm.
but the buildings are like glass. It's just like big crystals. It's like big, large crystals, and we stay inside.
Mm-hmm. Do you live inside the crystals?
Yes.
And inside can you describe what your crystal home looks like inside too?
It's white. It's a white crystal, white.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. I feel protected here.
Mm-hmm.
I love this place. I miss this place.
Mm-hmm. And do you have any like pieces that are personal inside the house, like chairs or items, personal items, furniture?
We have some chairs, but they're also made of crystal.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need much.
Yes. And does your daughter have anything special there?
Just a few of her favorite crystals. She plays with them.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, what is it a day for you like there? What is it that you do to pass time?
Just live freely and with so much love in our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
So much joy. We just every day care about each other and walk on the hills. Look at the beautiful sky and water and flowers, and we're just really happy here.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. What message do you have for the you here that is living here?
You were never forgotten. We're always with you.
Do you have a name?
Jasmine.
Jasmine?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It was such an honor to speak to you, Jasmine. Thank you for sharing such beautiful information with us.
Thank you.
Do you have any other message before we speak back to her higher self?
Just stay strong. We're here with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
If I can now please speak. If I can now please speak back to the higher self. Let me speak back to the higher self once more. Am I speaking to Jenny's higher self?
Yes.
And Jenny's higher self, is there a name that you go by?
It's also Jasmine.
Jasmine, beautiful. And you as the higher self, is there a particular race that you are from, galactic race?
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Would you say her highest aspect as her higher self would be the Pleiadian, or are you a bit higher or different than that?
I hear A.U.R.A.
Mm-hmm.
A.U.R.A collective.
Beautiful. So you are part of the A.U.R.A collective?
Yes.
Lovely. Do you have any connections to the angels?
Yes.
What can you share of that?
We connect with her through the angels.
Mm-hmm. Are you an angel as her higher self? Or are you something else?
I feel like I'm an angel.
Mm-hmm. Show her what, if you were to show her what your higher self, her higher self would look like. What do you look like? Or feel like, or sense like?
I have wings.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about your wings.
They're big, white, so powerful.
Are you more feminine or masculine or both?
Feminine.
Is there any ray that you work on here on Earth? Is it any color ray?
Color blue.
Mm-hmm. And would that be blue for the third eye or blue for the throat?
For the throat.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you're showing her as far as your angelic form there?
That is all.
Very good, thank you. If I could please now ask for a body scan for her. If you could scan her body from top to bottom and let us know what you find, any negative energies that need healing first, please. And energies, entities, and so on.
There's a lot going on.
There's what?
There's many.
There's many, yes. She has a lot of symptoms and illnesses, you could say, here, a list of. So what would you say is the biggest blockage right now that is containing would be a higher percentage that we want to address first? Scan her body and let us know where it's at. And let us know if you need any help from your brothers and sisters, the archangels as well.
She has... there's so many in her spine and hips.
What is that? What is in her spine and hips?
It just looks dark, like a dark shadow.
Do you need any help from the archangels like Azrael, Michael, Metatron?
Yes, please.
Who would you like to call upon first, please?
Michael.
Okay, if we could please call upon Archangel Michael now. If we could please call upon Archangel Michael now. If you could connect us higher self to Archangel Michael. Let us speak to him now, please. Greetings.
Hello, sister.
Hello, brother. Thank you. Such an honor to be speaking to you. I love you and I honor you and I respect you. If I could please ask her higher self, she says that she is, she goes by Jasmine, and she is an angelic as well, and she was scanning her body, and she says that there's a lot of healing required within Jenny here. She has, she pointed out right now specifically, if we could look at her spine and her back and her hips, she says she has a lot of negative energy there. If you could scan that to see what the negative energy is it an entity, is it a reptilian, what is it?
Reptilian consciousness.
Yes, I sense that. Very good. If we could have Metatron, please, Michael, have Metatron surround this reptilian consciousness with the symbols, please, now. And thank you, Metatron. We thank you, we love you, and we honor you. Michael, did he surround them?
Yes.
Thank you. If we could please speak, I'd like to speak to the reptilians there in her spine and her hips. And can you tell me, Michael, is there more than one?
Yes. So many.
How many?
6.
6. Okay. Would you be able to connect us to them?
Yes.
Good. Thank you, Michael. If you could please, would like to speak to those reptilians there in her spine and her hips. If we could please speak to you now. Come up, up, up. Up. Let us speak to you now, please.
Hello.
Hello. Greetings. We honor you and we thank you and we love you. Thank you for speaking to us. May I ask you questions, please?
Yes.
Thank you. If I can please ask, when was it that you connected, attached yourself there to her hips and her spine?
When she was 16.
What happened to her when she was 16 that allowed for you to attach?
She was grieving. She lost her mother. She was so sad. She gave birth to her child.
Yes.
And that's when we connected.
When she gave birth to the child?
Yes.
Was there anything that during the birth that caused for you to be able to allow, or like something that perhaps a procedure or any of that besides her sadness?
Some of the drugs they were giving her just made it easier.
Did she have an epidural?
No, but they were giving her drugs intravenously.
They were giving her drugs during the labor?
Yes.
What kind of drugs?
To speed the labor.
And the initial drug intake is what allowed for you to come in?
Yes.
And is there's 6 of you?
Yes.
Okay. And can you tell me why is there 6 of you? Typically we'll find like 1 or 2, maybe max 4 or 5. Why is there so many of you in her spine and her hips?
Because her sadness was so great. And with the drugs, she just couldn't cope with the sadness. And we saw her light.
Would you say that she was kind of wide open for you to see her and connect?
Yes.
And are you all connected to a body somewhere?
We are.
Are you connected to individual reptilian bodies or one?
2 of us have bodies.
2 of the 6 reptilians
Yes.
have bodies. And what about the other 4?
Consciousness.
Just the consciousness, okay. And they're not attached to a body?
At some point they did, but not now.
Okay. Okay. Am I speaking to then the 2 reptilians with the bodies?
Yes.
Okay. And if may I ask, are you 2 reptilians? Are you connected somewhere? Are you speaking together from somewhere, or are you separate from each other?
We're separate.
You're separate. If you could tell me, you specifically who is talking, where are you at, your physical body?
Underneath the ground.
Underneath the ground of where?
Here on Earth.
On Earth. And where are you underneath the ground?
We're hiding.
You're hiding. Are you like inside a ship, a cave, or how are you hiding inside?
It's a cave.
You're inside a cave. Is there others with you?
Yes.
Do they know that you're speaking to us?
They know.
They know?
Yes.
How many are with you in that cave?
Many.
Would you say hundreds?
Yes.
Do you all feel trapped?
We are.
Why do you feel that you're trapped?
We don't know. We just are. We just can't can't leave this place. So we try to connect outside of here, and that's how we connected to her.
If you could look around you, can you describe how is it that you're trapped? Are you like encaged or how?
We just can't find our way out.
Can't find your way out?
Yeah. We just can't find it.
Do you have any light in there?
No.
How is it that you stay alive? Do you have to eat anything?
We just eat like the bugs from the walls.
And do you have to attach to people to perhaps use their energy to keep yourselves alive?
Exactly.
Okay. Do you have any like children, reptilians in there?
Yes. Yes, many children.
Were you, say, did someone trap you there?
I feel like it was the earth move and we were trapped.
The earth moved and you were trapped?
Yes.
And what do you mean that it moved?
Like an earthquake.
So did the land within the inner earth trap you there?
Yes.
Okay. And how old would you say that you are? In human years?
300.
300. Okay. Have you not been able to communicate to someone to try to see if you can get out?
We can't communicate. It was the only way to try to get out.
Can all the hundreds of reptilians hear us now?
Yes.
Good. Now, if you could please give them a message from the angels. We'd love to be able to aid all of you so that you may no longer have to be stuck and trapped within this cave with your children or you, period. We know that you've been there a long time and you've had to play a role perhaps for an even longer time of being negative, polarized, and attaching to people. And are some of these hundreds of you also attached to other people upon earth?
Yes.
Okay. We'd love to be able to aid you today with love, honor, and respect as we view everyone as equals. And we understand that this was a role that you chose to play as reptilians. Would you allow for us to please aid you today so that we may bring forth light up to your cave and you may spread that light within you? Would you allow for the angelics to help you find that light within you and spread it to all light within you so that you may now transform from there and you may ascend into a positive polarization being, perhaps in the 5D or the 6D, and whatever your soul decides to do? Would you allow for the angels to help you?
Yes, please.
Thank you. And is everyone agreeing?
Yes.
Good. Very good. If you could walk me through what's going on as we help all of you spread to light, please. Now, find that light within you. All of you, find that light within you and spread it to all light. Spread it to all light, every single one of you inside that cave. Spread it to light, every part of you. As well as the two that are attached to her here, in her spine and her hip. If you could, are you both as well agreeing to turn to light?
Yes.
Thank you. Find that light within you, here in her body. Spread it to every consciousness, every root, every cord that belongs to you and does not belong to her. Spread it to all light, please. Turn it to all light, as well as those physical reptilians there in that cave. Turn it to all light now. No longer do you have to be trapped and stuck. Find that light within you and spread it to all that is of you, all your essence. And can you tell us, do you see the angels there?
We do.
How many angels are there aiding you?
Many. There's many angels here.
Are they of different colors?
Yes, and they glow.
And how are they helping you?
They're putting light in us.
It's beautiful. You can feel that. That's so powerful. Higher self, how is she holding up? I see she's shaking a little.
She's okay.
Okay, just help her. Help her be fine. Thank you. If we could continue just spreading light, light. How many reptilian children were there in there?
70.
70?
Yes.
Are there females and males there?
Both.
And how are they doing?
They're smiling now.
Good. Just keep letting us know along the way if anything changes, how it's looking. We are focusing on all of you, and then we are also focusing on the reptilian consciousness, the reptilian beings within her.
We are light.
You are all light?
We are light.
Beautiful. As you said that, the rain got even harder here. Is the rain connecting at all to what you've turning into light now?
It's the water.
The water. May the water help you heal then.
Yes.
Good. Are you all ready to ascend now?
We are.
Beautiful. Can we go on the trip with you?
Yes.
Thank you. Can you tell us now that you are all light, what are you doing?
We're going home.
Were you able to leave the cave?
Yes, we just go through the walls.
Are you now more of an energy type of spirit?
Yes.
And what happened to your bodies?
We don't need them anymore.
Beautiful. And how does it feel to be of light once more?
It's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. And did the reptilians that were in the people, did they heal from within the people of Earth?
Yes.
Beautiful. How many would you say that were healed?
I would say 400.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Now, as you're going and you're going through the walls, if we could just journey with you, tell me what you're doing, all of you. What are you doing?
We're holding hands. We're just going home together.
Beautiful. Now, are all of you going home, or is there any of you choosing to perhaps go to another life or incarnate?
Some of us might reincarnate, but the majority, we're going home.
Beautiful. And the reptilians within her, did you make sure that you released everything from her? Make sure you didn't leave any piece of you behind.
Yes.
Thank
we're
you.
Out.
Thank you. Beautiful. If we could have Archangel Raphael please start filling in that light there where they were removed, filling in that spine, the hips, all that area there with light, love light, please fill that in. Beautiful. Thank you, Raphael. We honor you. We thank you. If I could continue speaking to the reptilian I was speaking to. If you could tell me, where are you going?
We're going back to our planet.
And what connection was there? Why is it that we spoke to you today? Did you have any role as these 400 or these hundreds of reptilians there trapped?
I was their leader.
You were the leader.
I will calm them down.
Yes. And now that you said you're going to your home planet?
Yes.
Good. Can we Can you tell us more about this home planet you're going to?
Yes, it's so green here. So green. Some rocks, but also very green. We have caves. And crystals.
Is there other spirits there?
There's other reptilians.
And would these be reptilians that were turned into positive polarizations?
Yes.
So is this like a healing place for all of you once you're done being that form?
Yes.
Beautiful. Are you all there yet?
We are.
Lovely. Do you all have a message for Jenny before you go?
We're sorry. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. Thank you.
Thank you. And do you all, as this beautiful group of we're negative polarized reptilians now turned into light, do you have a message for humanity?
Humanity needs to wake up. You need to look inside yourself. Look inside in meditation. Believe in what you can't see. Because we are there. There's many things that you cannot see, but we are there. It is time for ascension. Just believe and trust.
Yes. Can you also send that thought form, that message to the reptilians that are still playing the negative polarized role on Earth?
Yes.
Thank you. Help them perhaps see for the future when they're ready to let go of their negative role, how beautiful it is to be of the light and remembering your soul once more. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you as well. This has been such a beautiful healing. And before you go, can you tell me, was there any other reptilians in Jenny's body?
There's more.
There is more. Okay. Would you be able to guide us and help them out?
I think so, yes.
Thank you. If we could also, again, just connect to Archangel Michael, Metatron, Raphael there as well, or any of the other angels that are here. Now, you, now positive polarized, if you can help with Michael, can you help us figure out where else is there reptilians in her body?
Her head.
In her head, anywhere else?
Head, her throat, and her breast. There's many more.
Many more. Okay. If you could just hang on in the background just to be that light for them to see how beautiful it is, so that they can hopefully transform and transcend into what you have and all your brothers and sisters there. If you could just stay connected to us. If I could like to speak now to Archangel Michael now. If I could please speak to Archangel Michael now.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you, brother, for helping us, all of you who helped for that beautiful healing. Thank you, Michael. Michael, can you tell me, are people going to be able to feel the shift upon Earth? The 400 people that removed reptilians that were connected to the cave?
Yes, yes.
Beautiful. And may they find their way to perhaps this video or overall find their way through life and now not having these reptilians within them. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Michael, we're speaking to the positive polarized being now. And he told us that she has reptilians in her head, in her throat, in her breasts, and just throughout her body. Can you scan her whole body? And I would like to speak to all of the reptilians within her body as a collective. Scan her whole body. Tell me where else are they and how many is there?
Her knee, her right knee, both shoulders.
And as you're finding them, if we could please have Archangel Metatron surround every single one of them with the symbols, please.
Yes.
Thank you. Anywhere else?
Her ovaries.
In her ovaries? Okay. That is it. That is it. Very good. Archangel Michael, if we can start making sure that every single one of them is in the symbols. If we could please speak to all the reptilians within her. How many would you say are in her, Michael?
8.
8 of them. Very good. If we could speak to all the reptilians within her, all 8 of them now, if we could please speak to you now. Come up. Come on up. Let me speak to you now, please.
Hello.
Hello. Greetings. Thank you for speaking to us. I honor you, I thank you, and I love you. May I ask you questions, please?
What do you want?
Were you able to see and feel what just occurred in the spine and the hips? Those 2 reptilians that were able to remove as well as the consciousness. Were you able to experience that?
I saw light. But I'm fine here.
I understand. Now, if I could please, if the reptilian that we're speaking to, of the 2 that had the human bodies in the cave, if you can try to speak, if you could give them a message now, please, the 8 that are still within her, give them a message. What it was like before and what it is like now. Give them hope.
Would you take us there?
Say that again.
Would you take us there to where the green planet?
Yes, absolutely. We can definitely help you, just like we aided them. There was many of them. They said that there was hundreds of them. And they transformed. Some of them went to this planet as well. All 8 of you, would you allow for you to be like them as well?
What will happen to us?
What would happen is that you would turn into light just like them. You would remember once more your memory as far as being of the light, and you would be free, no longer having to be stuck and being attaching to someone's body, using their energy. You would replenish your own energy. You would create your own energy and be free and experience perhaps to that planet, or even when you're ready, perhaps incarnate as a different being. Have your own experiences, no longer having to use someone else's body. Would you all allow for us to aid you to transform back into light as you were once more?
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you. I want you all to find that light within you. Find that light within you. We're going to help you. And perhaps some of those positive reptilians, those positive consciousness now that were reptilians, negative before, if you all could send love to these 8 here, and help them, make it easier for them to transform into light, and go ahead and spread that light within all of you. Spread that light within you and spread it to every root, every cord, everything that belongs to you does not belong to her. Spread it to all light, please. And as you're spreading to light, may I ask you questions?
Yes.
Thank you. The 8 of you, did any of you have any bodies anywhere?
Yes.
Where were your bodies at?
In another planet.
In another planet?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a planet, was it a home planet or just another planet?
Just a different planet.
A different planet where the physical reptilians are at?
Yes.
And why are they there?
That's where they live. That's where we live.
Okay. Now, the ones that have those reptilian bodies in that planet, if we could help them connect and see and sense this as well, so we can aid them and to shift out of their bodies. Can we do that?
Yes.
Are they agreeing as well?
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about this planet that they are at?
Everything is dark and negative. We don't know anything else.
Yes.
She was so full of light.
Yes.
We just wanted to connect with her.
Did you need her light?
Yes.
Is it because you're in this dark planet and you do not have light?
Yes.
And when was it that you all attached to her? Was it different times in her life or at the same?
Different times.
Different times.
Yes.
Was it times that she was having hardships or trauma?
Yes.
Was those times that you connected attached as well?
We did.
Okay.
And other times.
And other times as well. Okay.
And later on, when she was older, when she lost her husband and was in abusive relationships.
Okay. Let me know, how are you all looking? The 8 of you here and the ones that are in the planet.
We are light.
You are light now? Beautiful. If we could have the angels once more, guide them to where they are meant to go. They could go to that healing planet or wherever it is that they're meant to go for their highest healing and highest good.
Yes, we're going to the healing green planet.
Beautiful. Thank you. And as you go, can you look back at her body? Is there any more reptilians in her?
No.
Beautiful. If we could have Raphael, please, brother. Start filling in that light in the areas that they were at. And do you have a message, all 8 of you? Do you have a message before you go?
Sorry we caused you pain. But you are strong. And you will lead and heal many.
That she will.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, thank you. It has been our honor. We love you, we honor you, and we thank you, and we respect you, and thank you as well to those of you who were already there in the healing planet for aiding them there. Thank you. Our infinite love to you all. Blessings.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you could please connect me back to Archangel Michael and the higher self, please.
Hello.
Hello. Am I speaking to Michael?
Yes, sister.
Thank you, brother. That was so beautiful. Thank you for helping us with such a powerful healing.
Yes.
Thank you to all of you. If we could, is Raphael filling in the light where it's needed in her body?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Michael, can you scan her body now? Scan her body for any more entities. I want to make sure she doesn't have any more entities.
I think it's just like energy in her heart.
Can we go ahead and start transmuting and healing that negative energy within her? And where is it in her?
It's in her heart.
In her heart?
Yes.
Okay. Do I need to help with the Phoenix Fire to heal?
Yes, please.
Okay. Focusing healing energy there in her heart now, transmuting that negative energy. And as we do that, if we can have Raphael as well and the higher self help with that. And we're going to go over now, Michael, we're going to go over all the illnesses that she has. I want to make sure that we cover that, okay? Her health conditions and symptoms. She says that, first one on here, drop bladder, constantly in the bathroom. Why does she have that? Was it connected to anything?
It was an injury from her surgery when they removed her uterus.
Okay, so when they remove her uterus, did they hurt her bladder?
Yes.
Okay. Can we make her bladder, say, not dropped anymore? Can we raise it back to its organic place and heal it?
Yes.
Thank you. Are we doing that now?
Yes.
Wonderful. And how soon will she be able to notice that she doesn't have this bladder issue?
Immediately.
Good. Very good. Now she also has asthma. What was that connected to?
It's connected with the energies within her. And all the smoking.
The smoking? Does she
Yes.
still smoke?
No.
Okay. So it's from smoking prior?
Smoking prior.
Okay.
Yes.
Can we go ahead and transmute and heal the negative energy in her breathing for her asthma?
Yes.
Are we doing that now?
Yes.
Thank you. Good. Does she take any drugs for the asthma?
She did for a very long time. And affected her body. And affected her hip.
Is that what initially affected her hip?
Yes, the medication, the asthma medication affected it.
Okay.
But also, she wasn't listening. She needed to wake up. It was the only way.
To get her to wake up.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that the doctors removed her hip and replaced it with a metal, what is it? A metal what?
It's an implant, metal implant.
And she says ever since then, her health started deteriorating and just going downhill, and so many symptoms occurring to her after that hip replacement. Did the doctors have to remove it, or could that have self-healed if they would have given it time? If she stopped taking the medicine?
It could have healed, but she needed to. She needed to look inside herself. And it was the only way to make her understand.
Yes. So she had to go through that experience.
It had to be done.
Now, she has problems walking and overall just can't stand too long and has the cane. What can we do with her, for her, as far as the hip? I know that, she does not have her natural hip anymore. So what are some things that we could do to just help her life be more free, where she's not, say, so much in pain and stuck to a cane?
We can put a light in and relieve the pain so she doesn't have to hurt anymore.
And which hip is it?
The right hip.
The right hip. Can we go ahead and start filling in that light now, please?
Yes.
Good. And can we ensure that it just lasts for the rest of her existence here on Earth?
Yes.
Thank you. And filling in this light to give it more strength there in her right hip, what kind of differences will she notice, at least within her walking?
She'll be more secure stepping. She won't feel no more pain.
Good. Will she need her cane for now, or at some point will she always need it, or will she be able to get rid of it at some point?
Since they implanted the implant, is the distance in her leg. It's not the same. So the cane will help her find balance.
Yes.
Keep her from falling.
Good.
But it will also be a reminder to look inside herself. And believe.
Beautiful. So the pain will start being alleviated. However, she still will need the cane to find balance, because she is basically one side is longer than the other. You could say it's not balanced.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. And what do you think about her? I was telling her that she should put crystals in her cane. Why should she do that?
It's a great idea.
If she does that, well, how would that aid her?
It will protect her. It will make her so much more powerful.
Yes.
She should do it.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you for that aid there with her hip. Let's see. And she says she also has gout, arthritis. If we can find that and find out what was the cause to it.
She was abusing alcohol and eating a lot of meat. It just wasn't resonating with her. She needed to leave that behind. There was a way to let her know to stop. To stop eating other beings and drinking alcohol, to let other entities in.
Does the alcohol allow for the entities to come in and attach?
Yes. So easy.
Yes. Does she have any more entities in her?
No.
Good. Very good. Does she have any entities in her, or does she just have the reptilian consciousness in her when she got here?
So reptilians.
And does she have other type of other entities that were reptilians before throughout her life? That she healed and removed on her own?
Some went away through meditation. But she has so many.
Okay. Good. I'm glad she doesn't have any more. Thank you. And if we could start healing the arthritis, can we do that for her, please?
Yes.
Transmuting that negative energy that caused the arthritis, and then if we could have Raphael fill in the light once we're done transmuting it, please.
Yes.
Good. To every parts of her bones that have this. Thank you. And if we could look now, she says that she also got Lyme disease after that hip replacement. Why did she get this?
Because the entities in her did not like her being outside, being in nature. Because it will raise her vibration, and she was in complete joy. They didn't like that. So they find ways to keep her away from nature.
And the Lyme disease, where did that come from? Was it any type of intake she took?
That's from a tick.
From where?
A tick.
A tick?
Yes.
Did she get bit?
Yes.
Did she get bit after the hip replacement or before?
After.
After. Can we go ahead and heal the Lyme disease within her if she has any more?
Yes.
Did she have any more left?
Some.
Some. Okay, can we go ahead and transmute and heal that now, please?
Yes.
Good, and then fill in that light, please. Thank you. Now, she also says has high blood pressure. Why does she have high blood pressure?
It's the energies in her heart. She has suffered so much.
Can we go ahead and transmute that? High blood pressure.
Yes.
Good. And I know we're already healing her heart, so let's just go ahead and get that. Thank you.
Yes.
High cholesterol as well. Where is that connected to?
It's connected to her eating animals.
In the past?
Yes.
I know she says she doesn't eat animals anymore.
Yes, just doing good.
Good. Can we go ahead and heal her high cholesterol, please?
Yes.
And tell me how it works when you eat animals. Why would it give you high cholesterol?
Because we're not supposed to eat them.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to help them ascend.
Mm-hmm.
And they're helping us in the same cycle. So when you eat another being that has a soul, we all have souls.
Mm-hmm.
It embeds in their cells,
Yes.
attaches because it is dead and carries much sorrow and suffering.
And does that turn in? Is that like negative energy it turns into, and does it turn into high cholesterol?
Yes.
Okay. So can we go ahead and heal that negative energy that's causing the high cholesterol, please, now?
Yes.
And I have a question as far as seafood. Is that considered as bad as other animals?
It's okay to eat fish,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing else.
Very good. And why is it okay to eat fish?
We put them here in a way to help humanity. That's why there's so many oceans.
Mm-hmm.
So that we can help feed the ones that are hungry and they can't feed themselves.
Yes.
Because humanity have destroyed so many green lands. You don't see that many fruit trees anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You can only buy them at the store. When they put chemicals. That's why we have so much water on Earth.
Yes. So we're fish placed for our nourishment? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. Good. Now, if we could look at her breast cysts, why does she have those?
It was connected to the pain that she felt when she couldn't breastfeed her child.
Mm-hmm. Why couldn't she breastfeed her child?
She was so inexperienced.
Mm-hmm.
She was just a child.
Yes.
And the nurses were not trying to help her. She did not want to let her baby hungry. So she gave up.
Mm-hmm.
It's the energy of the milk that she couldn't give away sustaining her breast.
Okay. Can we go ahead and heal the cysts now, please?
Yes.
Good. And how long will it take for them to completely disintegrate and heal?
Just a few hours.
Very good. And she also has ovary cysts. And what was that connected to?
She wanted to have more children, but the energies within her would not allow it, would not allow any life to come in. So much darkness.
Was it the reptilians within her that were doing that?
Yes.
And did the doctor have to remove her uterus?
They didn't have to, but they wanted to because they knew her light was so bright. They didn't want her to give birth again.
Okay. Can we go ahead and heal the whole reproductive system there, please? If we could heal it now.
Yes.
And then go ahead and transmute and heal the ovary cysts. Thank you. She says she has a knee dislocation and pain. I believe there was a reptilian there. Was that the cause of it, or something else?
Yes, there was a consciousness there, but it is the metal in her hip. The discrepancy in the length it was interfering. That's why she needs to still use her cane.
Yes. Can we go ahead and heal the pain now that she has in that knee?
Yes.
Good. Thank you. And can we also ask more about this implant that they put in her? Does it harm her in any way? Does it lower her frequencies? Like, is it poison? It's kind of like negative energy in a poisoning way. What does it do by having this non-organic piece of metal inside the human body?
It does lowers her energy and vibration sometimes. That's why she needs to stay in meditation every day as much as she can.
Yes. Does it have any negative implant, since it's like to harm her negatively directly, or is it just an implant?
I just see it's a piece of metal.
Does it have any type of negative technology to it?
I think there's something, yes.
Okay. Michael, if you could look deeply at that metal there. What does it have that's negative?
It came from the doctor. The doctor.
It came from the doctor?
Yes.
Tell me what that is.
Oh, the doctor has a negative energy embedded into the metal.
Did the doctor himself have reptilians perhaps in him?
Oh, so many. He's damaging so many people. He rushed her into this surgery.
Yes.
He rushed her. He just wanted to make the money and
Would you say that many doctors, for example, might have reptilian consciousness within them, or reptilians, period, so that they can continue the cycle of that?
Yes, they just keep carrying that negative energy or entities that they have in them, and they put it into the patients, and so they can just keep hurting and coming back to them. for more treatment.
Yes.
Not all doctors are bad, but a lot of them are.
Yes. So what is that then, that negativity in there, in the middle of the doctor? Is it just negative energy as a entity? What is that?
Looks like just negative thoughts and energies.
Negative intents?
Yes.
Okay. Negative intents of perhaps money?
Yes. It's all about money.
Yeah. Okay. Can we go ahead and start healing that negative energy there from the doctor? Good. If we could transmute that and heal it, please. Make sure that. And as far as the implant, would it be wise for her to, for example, set a force field, how the dragon has spoke about how he's a shield? If she perhaps would put a bubble of energy every day when she wakes up and goes to bed around this implant to help the pain, and or overall just help her be easier with it?
Yes, that's a great idea.
Thank you. Very good. Okay, let's continue here. So she has sinus infections. What is that connected to?
It was connected to the reptilians on her head.
Yes, typically, yeah, that would be it. Can we go ahead and just make sure? I know we had Raphael fill in the light, but is there anything else needed for the sinus infection healing?
No, she just needs light.
Very good. So we'll continue sending the light there. Can we go ahead and work on her third eye and just further expand it to whatever it's healthy for her now?
Yes.
She also had constant headaches. Was that connected to the reptilian as well?
Yes.
What happened? Was the energy, was it blocked there? Is that what was causing the headaches?
Yeah, she wanted to meditate. And they didn't want to let her do that. They just didn't like it. So every time she would try to meditate, they would try to interfere. So she would stop.
Okay. Okay. Now, let's see. So if we can just heal that, make sure she doesn't get any more headaches, please. Yes. Good. And she said she had 4 herniated discs on her back. Very painful. What can you tell us about that, please?
Some was from an injury, relationship that she was in. He beat her, and the rest, they were a product of the reptilians on her back. They were all on her spine and hips.
Can we go ahead and heal that now, please?
Yes.
Good. Do we need to transmute any negative energy first?
Fire.
Okay, yes. If we could work on the fire element there and transmute that pain there, and then fill in light after. Now, she also has shoulder pain. I know we said that reptilians were in her shoulder as well. Any other cause for the shoulder pain?
The doctor gave her a shot in her shoulder and put energies in her.
Why did he say he had to give her that shot?
He said I had a small tear in the shoulder because of her cane. So they injected her.
Did she have a tear?
I didn't see it. It was a tear. It was just a little sore from using the cane.
Can we go ahead and heal what the doctor did in her shoulders? Transmute and heal it?
Yes.
Thank you. Start that process now. She also says that she feels nauseous. She gets nausea. Why?
She is cleaning her body. She stopped eating meat a year ago. And all dairy products and sugar and medication. Her body is just adjusting. Just trying to teach her that she doesn't need to eat other beings or too much food that can make you dense. Just eat more clean.
Do we need to do any heal for the nausea?
It will pass.
Very good. Can we just send love to her stomach, perhaps? Or the areas that's causing it? Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, and she says she also has fatigue, anxiety, and depression. Why does she have this?
Her leg makes her very tired.
Now, she says she has allergies to lots of things: dust, pollen, grass, trees, mold, drugs. That's funny. I'm sorry. I mean dogs, cats. What are these allergies? Why does she have all these?
It is a form of the entities not allowing her to connect.
Okay.
With nature and other beings.
Okay, keeping her locked in away from all these things.
Yes, because it will raise her vibration.
Okay. And I know we've already been working on this, but can we go ahead and heal all the allergies she has? And specifically, I'm curious about the ice allergy she has. She says once it gets to 30 degrees below, she starts breaking out in hives all over her. And if she eats anything too cold, like ice or ice cream in her tongue, she starts feeling like perhaps, I believe she said maybe needles, like coursing through pain, shooting through her. Why does she have this? What was that connected to? What started that ice allergy?
She was 8 months pregnant. And she was kicked out in the street with her husband. She was in another state, Wisconsin. It was 30 below. She was freezing. Outside of a church. Even her tears will freeze. She had no hope.
Yes.
She feared for her baby. The entities within her brought it up in a way to make her feel pain and keep her from, again, going outside.
Okay. And was someone able to help her when she was homeless like that?
Nobody wanted to help us. Nobody wanted to help.
What did she do?
She went back to the house where she got kicked out. And she laid on the porch, freezing. And a neighbor came out. Started to scream, why would you let this pregnant woman outside?
Yes.
So they let her back in, but they sent her back to Philadelphia because they didn't want her there because of her husband. Her husband was in drugs, was in many bad things.
Thank you. Can we heal this trauma for her now, please?
Yes.
Thank you. And can we go ahead and heal all those allergies she has, including the ice one? to the cold.
Yes.
Thank you. Now I know that she's been in there a long time already, and we've asked all the health questions at this point. Is there anything you as the higher self? We've covered lots and lots and lots. Is there anything else that I could have asked that I haven't asked higher self?
No, you did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And is everything healed or started to heal? As I know some physical things take a little longer.
Some things will take a little longer, but
Okay.
you will be healed.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
She is so beautiful and I love her dearly.
She loves you too.
Thank you. Should I bring her back now?
Yes.
Thank you. Wow. That was phenomenal. How do you feel?
Amazing. Thank you.
You look amazing. Let me take this off. Do you feel that you remember?
I do.
Mm-hmm. And you were so deeply in there.
Mm-hmm. Can't believe I went in there so deep.
Yes, you did. Mm-hmm. How do you feel?
Gosh, it's like tingling all over my body.
Yeah. Take your time. Let me get you some water. Wow, that was incredible.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
I'm still shaking.
Yeah, take your time.